So here on this house we are installing some modern surface is the brand of it there, www.modernsurface.com. And if you'll check this out, it's got a lifetime warranty. Some of the other stuff you can get with a lifetime warranty, but you pay that extra charge for it. I don't know that about this. I don't know if all of them comes with lifetime warranty or not. This is actually the first time that I've laid this particular brand. So, anyway, if you look at what we got here, we got 3 different sizes of planks. You get the same amount of wide, same amount of skinny, and same amount of medium in each box. And what you want to do is stagger them. I don't guess there's any preference in which way you go, the fat, medium, skinny. You can go fat, skinny, medium. I'm just going to keep the rhythm flowing. I'm going to go the fat, the medium, and skinny is what I'm going to do. I've got nobody tell me different. So that's my preference, and that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I got my glue spread all the way up here to the front door, and as you can see, I got that chalk line there. You can see my red chalk line stays right through the glue there. So to get started out, I'm going to start out with a row of the fat pieces because they're going to be less likely. If I started one of these, it'll shift in and out this way and be more likely to get off my line. These are going to be nice and stiff this direction because they're so wide. So I'm going to choose to start with a wide grind, and then we'll go with the medium, okay? And I am starting in the middle of the room just because. Now this first piece, this stuff is going throughout the entire house. So this first piece is absolutely crucial that we get it perfect. If this first piece is off, the whole house is going to be off. And I think we got that real good right there. So I'm going to go ahead and run me a few of the white ones there. You want to be extra careful on this first run. Everything's got to be perfect for this first run, or you're going to get messed up there. Okay, well that stuff's got some really good texture to it. I'm liking it so far. The 3 different widths, the fat, skinny. Now you'll notice as I'm setting this down, I'm going to grab by the end here and just kind of let it go down. If I held it by the side or anything like that, it would try to shift, the piece would actually twist and cause it to run off my line. So if you'll just hold it by the end and let it do its own thing, it's going to fall down there perfectly straight if you get it started straight. So that's the main thing. See, already they're all dusty from my hands. Once I get my hand started there, see now if I've done that right there, and it's twisted already, just right there, just from holding it on the side, that's going to pull it off the line. So as soon as I get my hand started, I'm just going to grab it by the end and let it do its thing. It's going to fall on the mark every time. How many times?
Every time.
Every time. Anyway, what I was saying about the 3 different widths, I don't know if I finished what I was saying a while ago, gives it a really, really nice natural look because it's so it's about centered there. That way, just you can see the distance there. It just kind of keeps it random. I don't want no pattern. That's what makes the stuff look nice and natural. Is just keeping it all random. That's just my preference anyway. Oops. Some people like to stagger half and half, where it looks like if you're looking at it at an angle, it's gonna tap, 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 look like a set of steps if you look at it at an angle. I don't like a pattern. I like to keep everything random. So, what I'm doing now, I'm going to get my hand right, and I'm pushing back and in at the same time with my left hand. And then you see here, as I lay it down, I'm going to pull this together all the way to the end. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and give me a skinny run. So we don't have to go half again, because then if we went half again, it would be matched up exactly with that. We don't want that, so I want to go about a quarter, okay? About a quarter of a board. After you get a good bit of this stuff laid, you're going to want to go ahead and get your roller and roll it. That way it don't shift. Even though the glue is really sticky, the box is still safe. Light traffic for about 24 hours, I think is what it was to keep. Or you can have light traffic, heavy traffic for 72 hours. So you can walk on it, just don't get crazy on it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. So what I'm going to do with the wide plank, go ahead and just measure to the wall. I am running baseboard in here, so I don't have to be really specific on the, so if you can look right there, I'm going to do 36 and a half, and that's going to be just fine, okay? Because I am running base. Just put this mark there. And this stuff is really easy to do. I got just a regular carpet knife. You can use a utility knife or just something so that you got a razor, okay? Is the general idea. And I'm going to put my little bitty framing square right there on the mark. And you don't have to cut hard. See? Just a little scratch. When you fold that back, it snaps right off there straight. Now keep up with which end that you cut, because I can actually take this piece right here and put it up there and use it for starting my next fat run, okay? So I'm going to keep it in the position that I cut it from right there. That way I won't get mixed up. And again, I'm going to line my edges right there and just let that fall straight. Perfect. Okay, let's go with the medium. Again, you don't have to be real precise. That one right there, if you can see how close it is, I'm going to go about 10 and 5/8. It's going to be good enough for that. from that end. You can't tell which is cut. Yeah, they look exactly the same, even though this is cut and this is a factory edge. So just to be safe, I don't want to put any factory edge, and I don't want to put any cut edges together, so I'm going to keep them all in the same direction. That way when I start fusing on the other end, I'm not going to be confused. Okay, let's finish up this scheme run right here. I'm glad I'm not working with all skinny ones, because it would seem like it would take a long time to get anywhere with just such skinny little boards. Remember back in the day, they used to make the real hardwood was 3/4 inch solid oak wood, and they used to make that stuff 1 inch thick, so time consuming for me. This one right here, I'm just going to do about an inch on that will be fine. That's really nice there. It's going to be a good looking floor. I really like the random widths, and it's going to look really good when we get going on over there. Looks really nice and modern. I even like the name. It's got a real modern name. So now I've got all my end finished off on this end and on the far end down there. So these are actually the pieces that I took and cut off that I said, if we keep them in the right direction, we'll be able to reuse them. So that's exactly what I want to do. All these pieces are going to be laying the correct way. Anyway, this is the cut in, this is the factory in. So if I just pull them straight up and put them right where they go. Now because I got a skinny row here, I'm going to start back off with the fat one. We're going to start our pattern back off. It's going fat, medium, skinny, fat, medium, skinny. So now, those pieces that I cut off there, are going to work right here. And because they were cut to do those ends and these ends, they're already at random lengths, you see here? So now I no longer have to worry about staggering them because they're already cut in random lengths to finish up the ends down there. But I want to say, if you just keep doing that, like I did 3 rows, and then I'll have these next 3 pieces to start with, and then I'll have the next 3 pieces to start with. If I did that, you're going to end up with a 3-row pattern. So you still want to mix it up every 3rd or 4th row. You know, cut your one off. Say, I'm going to be using this short one right here is going to be next. I don't have to worry about it now, but maybe on the next time, I could just cut that off a little bit, make it a little bit shorter, just so it don't fall right back in line with this same short one, okay? On the next time I go with the short one. So there's virtually no waste on this stuff, but either way, you still want to always allow yourself 5 to 7% waste when you're measuring a solid surface floor, okay? So I just wanted to show how you can eliminate having waste and reuse your pieces that you cut off to finish off to bring back up here and use them for starters. So. So the excess glue that didn't get covered up yesterday, as you can see right here, this was my last piece. So we don't want to start out gluing on top of this because it's actually going to be 2 layers of glue. When you put your next piece here, it's going to cause it to be just a little bit higher than that, and it's going to cause the edge of it to get damaged because you want all these joints nice and smooth right there, okay? So what you want to do when you start off with this, go ahead and take, and I got a razor scraper. I'm just going to scrape that excess glue up. That way I get back down to the bare floor there, and I'm not having 2 layers of glue, which will cause a little bit extra thickness there, which we don't want. Like I said, we want all of our edges on the LVP to be smooth. If any of them is sticking up any, then it's going to be damaged. It's going to cause damage to it, okay? So something else I want to point out right here, if you look real close, I got maybe a 1/4 or an 1/8 inch distance from my glue to my new LVP that I'm fixing to start working up against, and I did that intentionally. This stuff dries like rubber, so anytime you have a clump or something like that, it's going to be when it dries, it's going to be like a bump under it. So you got to make sure you spread your glue nice and smoothly, and on the edge right here of the edge of the tile, you want to make sure that you don't get any glue. My blade is a wreck right now, sorry, it's got glue on this edge right here, because if you get glue right there, you're gonna, let me clean this off, you're going to not be able to butt your next piece up there because it's going to dry like rubber. So just for an example, right here I got a little gob. If you even just take your finger like that right there, you see that it's still down there on the bottom, so that's still going to prevent your next piece from coming up against there tight. So what you want to do is take a blade or something, bam, get every bit of that out of there, keep it nice and clean. That way there's nothing hindering your next piece from coming up close to it. I don't know if you noticed that there. Every single piece that is scrapped, I always flip upside down. That way I don't get confused with what's good and what's not. And I'll show you the best position that I've found to be in while laying this stuff is like this. I like to work like that rather than like this. It just seems like you got more control over the board. What you do is you get your one corner in there. Look right there. Watch right here, real close on the corner. See that? Okay, now back up there. Now watch the angle of this. It's actually going to be tilted that direction as I lay it down. Now watch the same. See that? Because of the angle that I had that tipped in, it's all good. And I just love it. It's like probably my second favorite flooring to lay. It's definitely better for money wise, but as far as just actually enjoying what you're doing, I really enjoy laying carpet. Not to mention the fact that I've absolutely got the best looking helper that anyone in Tucson has got on this job. That is my good looking helper. So it is 7:30 at night, and I have still got this room that I did the demo of the VCT in. I still have to completely prep all the nail holes. Have done no prep in here. And the same thing in this other room where I demoed the VCT. Absolutely no prep. And something I did in here I've never had to do before. There was an in-floor safe right there. I actually had to cut the hinges. Come on now. Not wanting to focus very good. Cut the hinges off of it, fill it up with concrete. So now I gotta prep it all out, and I gotta prep all these nail holes in here. I do got the door jambs cut and stuff and ready to go, but I still got these two rooms to prep and install. And like I said, it's 7:30 at night, so, but that's one of the many awesome pleasures of working in an empty house. Nobody tells you when you can and can't. Nobody tells you you gotta go. Nobody tells you you gotta be here. You just work when you get beat down, or whenever you feel like you got enough accomplished for the day, you skedaddle. And this job was actually scheduled from the 23rd through the 31st on my calendar, and when I got here Monday, the owner of the property said, oh, it needs to be done by Friday morning. So that gives me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 4 days instead of like 8 days to do it. So we're pulling some late nights here. Actually, it was like 1 o'clock last night, and it's going to be another late night tonight. But we do what we got to do, because we always want to keep our customers happy. We always want to keep our schedule smooth as possible. We've actually before, just to keep our schedule going right like it should, we have worked all night long, went home and took a shower and went right back to work just to keep our schedule going up. Whereas usually we're booked up so tightly that if something gets messed up, it just throws everything off, because the schedule is scheduled so accordingly. So we're going to make do. We're going to do what we got to do here and get this thing done in 4 days. Like I said, we got 2 rooms to do. Today is Wednesday. We got these 2 rooms to finish up tonight. Tomorrow I will only have to worry about the base. Won't be an issue. Have all day long on the base. Time is it?
8:51.
So it's 9 o'clock on Thursday night, and we did get it finished in our allotted time, our 4-day period. We started this job Monday, and we are complete. Baseboard, 1,900 and something feet of LVP. You can get everything done. As you can see, the painters still have quite a bit of stuff to do. They was right behind me masking and everything as I was putting the base up. So, well, we got our matching quarter round that matches the floor down there. This is the utility room. If you can see the wall right there, you can really see what
kind of stuff I had to work with that base. I was not too satisfied with this base. It was really rough. These walls were absolutely horrible, but overall the job turned out really nice. I left the top, since the painters do have to paint, I left the top of that base for them to caulk and stuff, since that is the painter's job. So there's some anyway, the floor turned out really nice. The transition pieces here, I'm sorry there's not a whole lot of light. I got a bucket of water on it, so hold it down. These transition pieces actually didn't come with any tracks or anything. So I just straight used the PL ×8. This is the room that had the safe where I filled it in, and it was right there in that corner. There we go. Sometimes this camera gets a little blurry. I'm sorry for that. It keeps going on. Too bad. We'll just go back to the GoPro. But this is the master. Again, I got a bucket on the transition piece. Everything turned out pretty good. Anyway, so however, and down there at the end of the hallway on our phone, the greatest helper a man could get. You heard that for me?
Once again, if you appreciated the video and maybe you learned a few little tips or something, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It helps get my videos out there when people will search different things. I'm going to put a link right here for other LVP videos that maybe I missed something in this that's in other videos. So right here's a link to them.